What are you breaking my balls for? Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Breakin Ballz with Johnny P. I'm here tonight with my anchorman and co-host, my good friend actor, Martini Jr. What's up, Louis?
Pleasure to be here, always, Johnny.
And we're accompanied by our good friend, actor Linea, straight from Brooklyn. What's up, Al?
What's up, fellas?
How you doing?
Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
You're looking good, Al.
Thank you. So do you guys.
You lost a lot of weight, man. How'd you do it?
I stopped eating.
That's how you do it.
And you know what? I know you guys a long time, man.
Yeah,
you know,
long
thinking
time.
about it now, like looking back, it's been a long time.
When Al walked in, I haven't seen Al, and we first met 20 years ago on set, and I haven't seen Al, and we're always like, we live in Brooklyn. We're gonna hook up, and it never happens with the crazy lives, and we got families and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, life takes over.
I thought you saw him at Gary's party.
But still, that's 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
At least 2 years. At least 2 years. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Life takes over, you know.
Unbelievable. So you got a new film out, Mafia Wars?
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Well, originally it was called Deep Six. It's about this ex-con who infiltrates this crime organization in Italy, and there's like 5 guys undercover in this organization that I run. But somehow these guys become discovered, and all of them get killed except for the main guy, which is Tom Welling. He played Smallville. He was Superman in Smallville. What a nice guy.
Oh, that
man.
was Superman in Smallville?
Yeah.
Please tell me you got to go to Italy and shoot in Italy.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I went to Italy a couple of years ago, like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I was in Rome for like a month. It was good, man. I had a great time.
You should have told me. I would have. You could have took me with you.
Yeah,
I would have been your assistant.
Yeah, I had like 6 shooting days there, but you know what? I got stuck there for a month. It was like right after COVID.
Well, if you're gonna get stuck somewhere, Rome is not a bad place to get stuck, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I was like 32 pounds heavier, and being in Rome didn't help me. And listen, fellas, I don't know if you've ever been there, but if you ever get a chance to go to Rome, go.
I've never been.
No, I gotta go.
It's a sin.
I heard the ladies are nice over there, right? They got mustaches or no?
Nah. No mustaches. For the most part, you know what?
Like you've never dated a girl with a mustache, John. Come on, I've seen some of your dates.
Or maybe on back in the music business days when we were drinking all night long.
Oh, you've been to Italy, right?
No.
Oh, you haven't been either?
I was supposed to go. Me and Michelle were supposed to go, but we had to cancel the trip. We never made it. I want to go.
I want to go too. I'm dying. I've never been.
Should,
I'm Sicilian and I've never been.
Yeah, I mean, before that, I haven't been to Italy in a long time. But anyway, it's an action, crime, drama kind of movie. And it was good, man. I ended up playing. Originally, I got hired because I spoke Sicilian fluently. I speak Sicilian fluently.
Wow.
And, when we got there, you know how it is. Everything changes. So they wanted everything in English, which no
I didn't
problem.
even know you. Let me hear you say something in Italian fluently.
Ma che mi sta facendo?
Oh yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Now remember, Sicilian is a dialect.
You gotta use the hand.
And remember, that's a dialect. That's not Italian. What he just said.
Yeah,
That's
no, that's
Sicilian.
Sicilian.
It's
That's
different.
real.
It's different. Yeah. I think Federico's character, which was I'm blanking on his name, Furio. He was
Napoletan. He speaks Napoletan.
He spoke
Naples,
Napoletan, which again is a dialect. It's not a perfect Italian. Every region has its different dialect.
Right.
Yeah,
I think in Sopranos, I think it was like most of the Italian that they were speaking was Napoletan.
Yeah.
From what I saw, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, but what you're referring to was The Irishman, which I was in for a quick, minute or so.
I'm surprised you didn't get in that, Louis.
I was Copa guy number 3.
Oh, that's right. You and John.
I got screwed.
You and Bianco.
Breaking Balls. I got screwed on that.
Yeah, that was tough. I auditioned. I played Momo Giancana. So
Momo?
Yeah, Sam Giancana.
Now I auditioned for the role that Bo Dietl played.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember the character's name, but then I get a call. Hey, Lou, we love you. We want you in the movie. There's one scene that takes place at the Copacabana. Me and our good buddy John Bianco, he got the same call. Me and Johnny, we were supposed to sit at Pesci and De Niro's table, and they said we'd be given dialogue on the table, so we'll get our quote, we'll get our day's pay. All right, great. That sounds like fun. Let's do it. So me and John get there, and the next thing you know, it's like we're at a table 30 yards away from De Niro and Pesci's table. It's like, what's going on here? We were told The AD comes over and says, "Oh, well, we were told." I says, "That's fine. Just make sure right now that I'm getting my day's pay, that you're not downgrading me to background work, because I don't do background work."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So luckily, I still got my quote. I got my pay.
And you
I
guys
didn't-
were still
I
in
didn't
the-
give a shit. I sat in the back all night, and I think you were there that night at the Copa, no?
No, I was in.
It was like a 16-hour day. I made nice money that night.
I was in this American Legion club where, and you know what? I regret it now, man, because that day, Pacino had a scene upstairs in the American Legion club when he gives that Teamster speech.
He was amazing in the movie. He was amazing.
He was good. And then downstairs they used the basement, as a Chicago bar where Giancana and Provenzano rigged the Chicago the election for Kennedy.
Yeah.
And it was like a little celebration kind of thing. But one of my regrets is that I didn't go and meet Al Pacino because I mean, he was right there. He's like, he's like my guy. You know what I mean?
I got to meet him a
he's
couple
my guy,
years ago,
man.
finally, because I had worked with him when I was a kid on The Godfather.
Yeah.
And I got to meet him on Hunters.
Oh, excuse me. Before I was telling you, I cut you off by accident. But you still got credit at the end.
Copa guy number 3.
You got credit at the end.
Yeah, I think John is Copa guy number 2. And I think I'm Copa guy number 3, whatever. I mean, I get residuals.
And you guys did movies, and I got more airtime than both of you.
I know you had that good church scene look. I seen it.
Yeah, but I didn't
love your look.
I didn't like how I looked at it because when I see
You
it,
never like how you look, John.
I said, look at this
He
guy.
walks by a mirror and he goes, ah!
No.
He doesn't like what he looks like, and he's a handsome young man.
I love how I
Get out of your head.
I love how I look, but
Please.
the thing is, Scorsese goes, "I want you to lick your lips and grin your teeth." I go, "Lick my lips." He goes, "Just lick your lips." So I'm like, I had to do that, and that's the scene you see me. I'm like,
It was a nice
that
shot,
was-
though,
that
John.
was
You
a
look
shot.
great. You look great.
It was a cool shot.
Yeah, I had a decent shot. I shot it like at. It was like my call time was like 5 a.m, man.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah,
Mine too.
at
It was
this,
very
at this
early.
cemetery in the Bronx, and they had me in the car, and I worked with like the second unit. And then when I did the scene in the club was with Marty, and that's another thing, man. I wanted to take a picture with him, Lou, and I didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll
'Cause
happen.
These guys get old, but I tell you what, man. Growing up, I always wanted to work.
Be a
And this is a
gangster.
true story. Nah.
That's a
I mean,
joke.
listen, I'm from Brooklyn. It's part of the culture. But Louis, I swear to God, I'm not kidding. When I was younger, obviously growing up with Italian American, we watched all those movies, the Pacino, De Niro,
Everybody.
Scorsese movies, all 3 of them, Pesci, De Niro, Scorsese, Pacino, whatever. I must have said their names 3 times. But anyway, I always said, one day, I'm going to work with one of these guys. And you know what? I don't care how small the part was in The Irishman. I got to work with, like, in a movie with all 4 of them.
Yeah.
You know how we met? He took a shot at me, this bum.
What do you mean?
On
Shut
The
up.
Sopranos. Tell him the story how we met. He took a shot at my car. That's how we
Yeah.
met.
So before I met him, because I used to work with his sister-in-law, Camille, rest in peace, and she had told me about him. And then like 2 years later, I meet him. We're on the set, and it's a small world, man. Long story short, we were doing. It was like I auditioned for The Sopranos like 7 times before I even got this call, and then I finally get the call, and I'm in it. They gave me a name and everything. My name was Calogero. I'm a hitman. I'm in a car. They said, "All right, we're gonna shoot these guys. They're gonna be eating hot dogs." So anyway, Louis and John Bianco were in the car, and me and these 2 other guys pull up next to the car. We have some words, and then we shoot at them, and then and then
And he knows I actually got hurt on that shoot that night. I was sitting in the front seat. John was in the driver's seat, and we're eating hot dogs, shooting and shit. It was really a great scene.
yeah, it was.
And he comes by, and he sticks his head out the window with the gun. He goes, "This one's for Rusty," which was Frankie Valli's character.
Yeah.
Right? I kid you not. They had a scuba tank, Al, if you remember. It was like a scuba tank that the scuba guys were there. And they had a nozzle, and the nozzle was pointed at my face like this. And I asked, and the regular guy, I want to say his name was Frank, the regular stunt coordinator, was not there that day. It was somebody I didn't know. And I asked him, I says, "Look, I got to be honest with you. That nozzle thing is pointing right at my eye. How hard is that stuff going to come out?" He says, "You know what? You're right." He says, "Let me see if I could put something on." Now, remember, my character wore glasses on The Sopranos.
Yes.
So they tried to put a piece here to protect my eye, and it didn't work because it showed on camera.
Yeah.
So the next idea was, okay, so Lou, just, when you hear the gunshot, just close your eye. Just close your eye. It's like, okay. So, bang, bang, this is for Rusty, bang. The stuff that came out of that tank, John, it hit me so hard, my head went against the window. I had a welt like this. Thank God I closed my eye. Because I really
remember that. I remember
hurt that night. Al remembers. And that's how we met and became friends. But small world, he already was friends with my sister-in-law. Yeah. Which was wild. He used to work with my sister-in-law all the time. Let me tell you something about Al. Al is one of the good guys.
I was just going to say that about you.
Al is a talented guy, a nice guy. I love the gray hair.
Thank you, Louis.
I love the gray hair. It's one of the good guys, John.
And you know what?
Let me interrupt this. This is
don't interrupt this love fest.
This is like the hair club for men over here. But yeah, listen, they are two great guys. I never have no trouble with any of them. They're always humble. Lou's always been there for me. We hang out a lot. Al, I only see every now and then. But when we talk, it's like I just talked to him yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And you give me a lot of love and support, which I appreciate. A lot of guys, and that's the problem. I'm going to bust balls on our friends without even mentioning their names.
Bustable. Absolutely bustable.
Our colleagues, okay? And, I'm not going to be throwing any names out there, but you know who you are. And, they know who they are.
They know who they are.
Everybody wants, but no one wants to give. And it's like, it's if you're going to support somebody, you support them. Like even me, when I do my show, I support people. I promote them, and I go out of my way to do it because I was in the music business all my life, and that's what you do. You promote. You're a promoter. But everyone should help each other. If I'm helping you promote, you should help me promote. I mean, it's just an automatic. You shouldn't even ask people. And it's just everybody's out for themselves, and that's the bad part of the entertainment business is – you got to watch your back. You got to have
You don't have friends. Al will vouch for you. You don't have friends in the entertainment business. You have
acquaintances.
You know what I'm saying? When I booked Sopranos, as a matter of fact, true story. I had just booked Sopranos. It's the biggest show on the planet at that time because I did the last year, so it was already a giant smash hit. And when I booked Sopranos, I must have told a couple of guys, hey, I got a recurring role in The Sopranos. And I heard the story that there was a couple of guys at a commercial audition. And somebody had mentioned it in passing, hey, did you hear the news? Lou Martini just booked a recurring role in The Sopranos. And 3 or 4 guys were like, wow, that's great, that's cool. One guy says, well, I heard he's only going to do 5 episodes. It ain't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
What?
And this guy was supposedly a friend of mine.
That's a heavy season.
Of course, it got right back to me. It's like, yeah, whatever.
Well, you know the deal. There's always
jealousy.
People,
you got a lot of haters. I got a story like that.
People are going to be jealous. But you have to run with your own crew, and the ones that have their own crew are the ones that stay strong. But you still got to support everybody, and it's the world we live in more or less. But there was always competition from day one in music and entertainment.
Thank you, John. I appreciate your friendship. You too, Louis. I mean, you absolutely the 2 of the best guys.
Oh, I appreciate that.
In all honesty, there are a bunch of scumbags out there.
Yeah,
let's just be honest.
No, yeah.
Everybody's out for
We
themselves.
talked about a couple on the way in.
Yeah.
And you know what the best is? They lie to your face. And they promise you things. You just say no. It's either yes or no.
Yeah.
Your truth will set you free. Yeah, I'm not a law-abiding citizen, saint of the month, but you know where you stand with me. And
Right.
no matter how hardcore or how grumpy I get or if I'm happy, it's yes or no with me. It's yes or no, and that's it.
You know what, Louis? I want to tell you. So I had this movie coming out, right? We waited 2.5 years for this thing to come out. It's a pretty decent role for me, because, and I was with Burt Young one time, okay? And this was a few years ago. And I asked him, I says, Burt, was there ever any role that you've ever turned down? So he told me, he says, Al, I've never turned down anything that anyone wanted to give me, right? So that's why, not that I'll do anything, but as long as it's, it means something to the project, you know what I mean? Even if it's 3 lines that, it causes an event to happen, something that's meaningful, I'll do it, right? But I just want to say something about Johnny P. All right, I had this movie coming out. It was a pretty decent role for me. Hopefully it'll do something for me. We'll see. It's a good movie. We'll see what happens.
You put Johnny's show, right?
Yeah.
There you
so
go.
I called Johnny, and this happened within 2 weeks. and he's a good dude. He's a good guy. And I said, Johnny, I got this movie coming out. I want to promote it a little bit. I'm using Instagram, Facebook. It's like a $2 million budget film. It's not, doesn't have like, the marketing team behind it that, that Marvel Comics does. You know what I mean? But, so you got to do a lot of work yourself. You know what I mean? So so I called Johnny P. I says, Johnny, he was with his Uncle Joe. and I said, anybody with the name Joe, they're all good guys. I swear to God. Yeah. There's most of the Joes that I know, they're all good guys. Yeah. So he's with his Uncle Joe. I says, Johnny, I got this film. I wanna, I'm looking to promote, and boom, I'm here with you guys. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that, brother.
Thank you. Listen, you're always cool with me.
Thank you.
And I like how you did that Instagram thing. Do you do it? Or is that
I just reposted it.
But you did the little bells and whistles on there.
I just put the name. That's it. Yeah.
But you had the link on there. I mean, I do editing really good, but with the social media, you got to show me that little trick.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
And I'm a dinosaur when it comes to that. I am such a dinosaur.
But it's so important, man. I mean, listen.
Yo, he don't go on Facebook or Instagram, and he needs to go on there more.
I'm a dinosaur.
And it's Louis. Let me tell you something. If it was,
but Al, I don't care about what somebody had for lunch that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you don't have to do
that.
No.
You just keep it.
Look what I'm having for lunch today. Or the best is when I'm on my way to a network audition. I don't care, man.
Yeah.
Book the job and say I'm going to be on NBC Thursday night at 10 o'clock. Then I care.
Yeah.
There's a lot of desperation on social media.
Yeah, and I tell you, man, I back in February, this year was dead for us, man. I mean, for me it was, acting wise. I had a lot of auditions, but I did this the Aaron Hernandez series.
Yeah.
You did? You won that?
Yeah. I'm on the last episode where he's in jail. I play like one of the correctional, which goes back to what I was telling you about Burt Young. You know what I mean? It was a small little role, couple lines, and then when I got there, they even took that away from me. But you know what? I worked for a week, dude. I made good money on it.
They took you off?
It was Fox. No, I didn't even watch it yet.
I think a couple of weeks ago I did it. I was pissed about the playoff format. I busted their balls on that. Well, number 14. Get a shot of this, okay? The one and only.
Pete Rose.
Yeah, man, Pete Rose.
Who should, to this day, be in the Hall of Fame. He just passed recently. But Pete Rose, again, he just passed without getting into the Hall of Fame. And look, I understand that he bet on baseball, but it was never proven that he bet on his home games, okay? To compare this to steroids is a completely different thing in my book because steroids is a performance-enhancing drug, and those records are tainted. But as far as, gambling on baseball, gambling on football, his accomplishments on the field are unmatched.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even if you want to put a little thing on his plaque that says was suspended from baseball for gambling, but that's fine. But the man should be in the Hall of Fame for his baseball career.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. And again, a guy dies, and watch 2 years from now, the Veterans Committee will put him in.
Yeah.
And it's too late, bro.
Yeah.
Do it when he's alive. We just lost the other day Louis Tiant. Great pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. Al, this guy, you look at the back of his baseball card, this guy had 25 complete games in a year.
Wow.
27. You don't get one or two out of a starting pitcher this year. Okay, here's another guy should be in the Hall of Fame. Watch 2 years from now, after he passes, the Veterans Committee will put him on. It's just, I'm breaking balls there.
Yeah.
What's deservedly is deserved. And don't wait for a guy to die or look for him to be perfect. Hey, look, Babe Ruth wasn't a perfect guy. We know that. Ty Cobb was far from perfect. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Put something on the plaque that he bet on baseball. That's all. But get Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I mean, you know what? And I have a Pete Rose ball that I bought off this crackhead a long time ago. And
you didn't buy it off Pete Rose himself because he was selling he was selling baseballs when he was down.
Did you get two vials on a ball?
No. What happened was this guy that back in the days, he was strung out. Neighborhood guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't really like a thief or nothing like that. He
down on his luck.
Right. He was down on his luck. He was looking to get high, whatever it was, and he had these baseballs, right? So he gave me 4 of them for $100, right? But I had no certificate of authenticity, nothing. But I seen them. I said, what, fuck it. I mean,
Who else did you get? Pete Rose or who?
I had a Pete Rose, man. I had a
Pete
Rose.
Anymore?
No, I still have it. Pete Rose. I have a Mariano Rivera, Derek Jeter, and Ken Griffey Jr.
You can get that authenticated.
Yeah, I know. I never did
James
it.
Spence.
They're about 30 years old.
James Spence is the best place on the East Coast, they're called.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They did some stuff for me. I have an antique old timers Yankee ball that was my dad's.
Wow.
And so when he died, I took it over, and but I gave it to them.
And what do you charge it? Usually it's like $75, right? Something like that.
Well, now they're cheaper. The more autographs that are on there, the cheaper it is. But usually it's like about $150. But if you get like 3 or 4 more, then it's $75 each. But if it's something,
This is good to know. I should bring a couple.
if it's a
of
big
things
name like that, you want it, but you get the certificate and everything.
Right.
And I try to sell the ball, but nowadays, there ain't no really big market for collectibles no more.
Well, what's happened with collectibles also is because of the rampant fraud that's in the business.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know what you're getting, even if something's authenticated. You don't know if it's a real authentication of the authentication.
That's why you got to get them.
There's forgeries everywhere.
They're all sealed and everything, and they do everybody.
I mean, the only reason why I think they're real, like these couple that I bought off of him, was because him and down to his grandfather, they were all Yankee fans their whole life.
Yeah.
They used to go to all those signings and stuff like that. So that's the only thing that's the only reason why I really bought them of them. But I don't know. I mean, a Pete Rose ball, what could it be worth? Unless he goes to the Hall of Fame, what could it be worth?
It could be worth the money to people that want to buy it.
Yeah, a few bucks. It's worth a few bucks. Absolutely.
If the economy gets better, the collectible market will get better. But if you have something special that somebody really wants and they got money, they're going to buy it. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you got to sit on it. You got to keep promoting it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I know collectors that they're sitting on a lot of stuff. And I even have a guitar. It's a 79 Gibson Les Paul. It's worth a lot of money. And then you can get about half of what the money's worth now.
I spoke to somebody recently, and I thought totally wrong on this. I have a Sopranos poster from the season I was on the last season, and everybody's on there, including James. And when I got the poster signed by everybody, I had no intention ever of selling it. But I had it personalized to Lou, and they would say something nice about me or whatever, like on the poster. And I spoke to a guy that collects, and he says, no, actually, to Lou doesn't devalue it. If I was just Lou off the street, it would devalue it. But since I'm Lou Martini from the show, it makes it even more valuable that it was signed to me. The guy on the show, I says, wow, I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
Even though I would never sell it.
You could leave it to your wife.
I can leave it to you, right? I can leave it to you. I know that was coming.
No, I'm going to say that.
Because his house is full of, he's a Kiss guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's got every merchandise that Kiss ever made.
You're another one. Everyone says I got everything I ever made. I don't. I got a lot of stuff.
You got a lot, John.
There's a lot of more people that have way more stuff than me. Kiss has thousands of commercial registered items. Most of my stuff's in boxes now, and.
Well, when I was at your old house, you had a lot.
Oh, that museum, the museum I had.
Yeah, I was in that basement. Matter of fact.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah,
with
of
all the
course.
Kiss stuff?
You remember when I brought over I asked you to make the reel for me?
Yes.
Always been a good guy to me. He's always been good, man.
Thank
He's
you,
always,
buddy.
Johnny P's always been good.
Good. You got to bring me to Chaz Palminteri's Italian restaurant.
I went
Manhattan.
there. I went to the one in White Plains.
Was it good? Are we gonna bust Chaz's balls? I don't want to bust Chaz's balls. I want to get on the show.
Balls.
But how was the food? I want to hear it. I mean, I heard the Manhattan one was good, but over there,
I didn't. I went to the one in White Plains. It was all right.
yeah.
Have you been to Brooklyn Roots yet?
Of course,
There you
I've been to
go,
Brooklyn
see?
Roots. Yeah,
That's
of
Best
course.
Italian restaurant you ever had in your life?
I've been to Brooklyn Roots,
Expensive?
of course. No, it's all right. Listen, they're all, it's good, but it's
No,
good.
It's good. I tell you, it's good. And
They give
when
you
order
good-
chicken Marsala.
Yeah,
They give you
they
good
get-
portions?
Yeah,
I eat it for 3 days.
yeah, of course.
It's 3 meals.
And Lou could eat.
You get
And
chicken.
I could eat.
You get chicken parm over there. It's like they give you a tray. Everything's like family
You
style.
got to make reservations during the week to get.
Yeah.
it.
I love when I get a big dish, and I love when I could bring food home.
Yeah,
Now we're gonna figure out a Brooklyn Roots night.
definitely. Didn't they move? I heard they moved to 86th Street now. Are they on the corner of 86th Street?
He's on.
I know
he's
he was
where the Kettle Black is.
Yes, next door to Kettle Black.
Yeah, in Brooklyn. But
Okay.
now he's opening up another place, which is gonna be more like a bistro.
Right,
But the
right.
chef, he took all his grandmother's recipes. It's the most amazing Italian meal you ever had in your life. But Johnny took me over here by the studio to. It's
Campagnas.
pretty good.
Yeah, Campagnas is good.
pretty
There's
good.
there's one in Brooklyn too.
It's the
There-
same guy. The same.
Yeah, I think
Campagna?
it's the same-
Excellent. See, my guy who used to sponsor us, and we went, Paulie from Nucci's restaurant, they closed after about a 23-year run, and now he's going to be opening someplace else on Victory Boulevard, a smaller family-owned pizzeria, takeout, and bar in there. But that food was like one of the best on the island, and it was family affordable.
Right.
You know, but it's a shame that they closed. COVID killed everybody. Killed a lot of restaurants.
Yeah. If you weren't in business for like 25 years before that, you were done, man. But there's a couple of good places.
There's a lot of places that are great on Staten
Yeah.
Island. Brooklyn too.
Brooklyn, I'm just trying to think.
How's your Chinese food over there? You got good cat?
No, Chinese food is terrible.
You got good cat in Brooklyn?
You know
There's
what,
one
man?
place called the Red Bowl, if anybody's...
Yeah, I'm not crazy. I
It's
tried
okay.
it.
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's okay. My favorite place is, if you're in Manhattan, is a place called the Tang Pavilion.
Okay.
It's right off 6th Avenue and 55th Street. Tang Pavilion. Really, really good. You know, old style, white tablecloth on the tables and
Right.
stuff like that. You know, the chicken is white meat chicken.
Right,
You know,
right.
I mean, it's really good stuff. Tang Pavilion, if you're looking for good Chinese out.
Oh,
There's
yeah?
another person we got to
Well,
get
you
to
said
sponsor the show.
Italian. You said Italian pavilion?
Tang.
Tang pavilion. Okay.
I'll tell you,
T-A-N-G, Tang.
there's a good Greek place in Brooklyn, Meze. You ever been there?
I think I have.
Yeah,
Where is it at again?
On 13th Avenue,
Yeah,
on
I've been there.
66th Street. On the
And I like
corner.
something Greek, and
Pretty
Bay
good.
Ridge is good. Something Greek is
Yeah,
good.
I tried it. But yeah, I just, when it comes to ethnic foods, you know, no disrespect to anybody, but you know, I mean, I grew up Italian, and you know, for the most part, that's like my number one pick. Chinese, maybe once a week.
Yeah,
Greek,
I love Chinese.
anything
See,
other
but
than
back in the day, Al, when Chinese food was good, I could eat it 3 times a week. I mean, it was good. Good Chinese restaurants were really good, really good. I mean, even, you know what's changed a lot is it's a chain. I like it, but it used to be very, very good when it first came out. What's the chain I'm thinking of? P.F. Chang's.
P.F. Chang's.
P.F. Chang's.
And where was that?
I have one in Tom's River I go to.
Yeah,
that's
there's
really,
one
really
on
good.
University Place in 13th Street. I was just over there. I didn't go in there, but I just seen it.
But
Because-
they're pretty good. But
You
they
remember?
were great when they opened up. They were great.
Because
Oh.
Jersey doesn't have a lot of great Chinese places.
Tom's
that I
River is
hear.
not a restaurant town. Bay Ridge is a restaurant town. Tom's River is not a restaurant town.
But on Staten Island, you get killer Chinese food.
Where?
Like, Oriental Plaza.
Oh yeah,
my favorite
yes,
place.
I agree. That's like the best Chinese food.
They're
I
like
had.
my
Oriental
serious?
Plaza.
Because I'm
Yeah,
dying for good. Can we
yeah,
go tonight?
Yeah.
we could go there. Yeah,
Is it going to be open when we get
yeah,
there?
of
Yeah,
course.
Oriental
We're
Plaza is good, man.
Yeah, Oriental Plaza is killer.
How far is that?
It's on Richmond, isn't it?
Yeah,
Richmond
you're
area?
going back home towards
Yeah.
the way we're going. It's on Richmond Avenue, past the mall.
I would love that.
They got
Yes,
great
I'm
drinks
Yeah.
over there.
Try the spare ribs, man.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
a friend introduced me
Everything
to
is
it.
great.
I'm jonesing for it now. I'm
Yeah.
in, man.
But I went to the. Did you guys go to the San Gennaro?
No, I didn't
this
make
year?
it this
Did
year.
you
Yeah,
go?
I
went?
didn't make it this year either.
You know, me and Joey D'Onofrio hang out all the time. Joey's,
John D'Onofrio,
I love
he.
Joey, man.
But you got to break balls about the feast ain't what it used to be.
Yeah.
Right.
So we went to. Listen,
Excuse me.
that feast. There's a lot of characters there, man.
No kidding.
There's Louis. I'm telling you, everybody over there's connected guy. Everybody. It's just
Really?
funny,
Still?
yeah.
Because
But-
back years
Yeah,
ago, it
no.
changed. It changed. man.
Nah, there's still people around,
Yeah?
man. There's still people around. But anyway, we went there 2 weekends in a row. I went to see.
You went with Joe? You and Joey?
Yeah, me and Joey. We went there. We went to Danico. Danico's
Yeah.
good Italian restaurant, man. I liked it. It was good. We went there twice. But the second we went 2 weekends in a row. The second weekend we went there to go see Fran Mignano.
Yeah.
To go
Franny.
sing.
Fran,
Fran,
yeah.
what a sweetheart. She's such a good girl. Anyway, she was there. She performed, so we went out to support. You know, and it was cool. We went to Danico's. We had coffee at over there. At Cafe Palermo.
It was very crowded, I heard, though, right?
Yeah, but you know what? That's the thing. I was just gonna mention that. You know, it's not like the 18th Avenue Feast where, you know, that's where I grew up. I grew up on 18th Avenue.
Yeah, well, I was born on 18th Avenue.
Yeah, so 18th Avenue is wide. You know, you got plenty of room to walk. You know, you're on Mulberry Street. It's like 10 foot wide. You know, you're like.
And you know, the majority of those restaurants now are Albanian. You know that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's a.
Danico's, I believe, is Italian, though.
I haven't been here in years, so I
Yeah.
don't know. I know Vincent's is still Italian owned.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Mello is still Italian owned. All the others are pretty much. And you know how you can tell the difference, John, between an Albanian sauce and an Italian sauce?
No.
If the Albanians like to use cream, so the sauce will be lighter.
Yeah.
So when you walk by these places on Mulberry Street, this is for the tourists that are listening. If you see the sauce is kind of orangey,
Yeah,
You
that's
want
not
the sauce
good.
to be nice and red.
Yeah, when they put
Nice
cream
and
in, they're only
red,
supposed
right.
to put the cream in the
But
vodka
that's
sauce.
that's a
Yeah.
culture thing with Albania. They put a little cream in there to lighten it up, and it's.
But
not
you know
for,
what?
Not for me.
In Italy, I mean, because it's, we're separated by the ocean behind the boot. I don't know what,
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of the ocean is, but a lot of them come to work there. It's like right there. You know what I mean? A lot of them grow up in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
They leave Albania and it's right across the water, and they grow up there. They learn, the color. A lot of them speak good Italian. Listen, when I was in Rome, even in Rome, there was restaurants owned by Albanians that were making Italian food. And it was,
See, I could tell right away.
I got no comment on that.
I could tell right away. You know what the real Little Italy in New York is? It's the Bronx.
The pizza I could
Arthur
tell.
Avenue. Arthur Avenue is still.
Right.
That's Little Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Arthur Avenue.
I was the last time I was there was in the fall. Excellent.
Yeah, Arthur Avenue is what's the name of the place?
No parking
Di
over there.
Pasquale's. Is it
No
Di Pasquale's? I want to say. I forget the name of the place that I
Rigoletto's?
go to. Yeah. Rigoletto's.
Yeah.
Our good friend Gene DiNapoli performs over there all the time.
Oh, okay.
He's a wonderful singer entertainer that Johnny knows. You got to get Gene DiNapoli on your show.
Yeah, whatever.
We got to get Gene on here.
As long as he brings over the
As
envelope.
long as he brings the cannolis.
Well, I'm going to bust his balls.
The only time I've been to the Bronx is for funerals. I never went up there to go eat.
Speaking of Chaz, that's what I was there last time. Louis loves Chaz.
Oh, I love Chaz. I love Chaz too, man.
Yeah.
I love Chaz. I'm a huge fan. You kidding me?
Yeah, listen, nothing like wasted talent. But I went to the cigar launch. They had a cigar launch, and I got invited for press passes with my friend who will be on the show down the road. Nick Christopher's a friend of ours. He's an author, writer, editor.
I know Nick.
Mob expert.
A lot of mob stories. So yeah, he'll be here soon. So I went with him. He goes like this. He goes, Johnny P, you want to come with me to this thing? I need help. I gotta give you a free pass. I go, what is it? He goes, fuck. And then he says the guy's name, and then I don't want to throw his name underneath the bus. The other guy he's talking about, but so we went. We had a great time. It was packed. I had to park about 5 blocks away.
Wow.
And but it was a great time. I got a free box of cigars. We saw everybody and their mother there.
Now, the big thing that night was somebody's box of cigars got stolen.
Oh,
Whose box of
were you there or
cigars?
no?
No.
Okay, yeah, somebody's box of cigars.
And that was the big thing
I'll
for
tell
that
you who
night.
it was. Vinnie Parco. You know him? Vinnie.
No.
The private
I don't
investigator.
He goes by Vinnie Parco PI. He was a private investigator for years.
The private
I think I've seen
investigator
him
to the
before, but I
stars.
don't know.
Then Then he had two seasons of a reality show 20 years ago. Vinnie Parco PI, and then whatever, blah blah blah. I like Vinnie. He was been on my show, but anyway, he was there. He goes, Johnny, someone sold me cigars. I go, where what? I left them right here. I go, you can't leave a box of those cigars that it's almost $200 in a room full of Italians. So he turned his head for like 5 minutes. The thing was gone.
Oh my God. Well, listen, I mean,
There's a slippery hand in every room.
And it's usually Johnny P.
No, don't say that. I'm gonna have to come over there and pull your balls.
so I
Sorry, I got a cup on tonight. I figured I had a baseball jersey. Let me put a cup on too.
yeah, recently I don't know if you guys have been there yet. Well, you probably haven't been there yet. It's called the Brooklyn Pop. I don't know if you guys know this artist. His name. They used to have a group called Lords of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Lords of Brooklyn.
I know Lords of
Caves.
Flatbush, the movie I know, but
Yeah, well, yes, it's like that kind of themed kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a
the
band.
Lords of
doo-wop
Flatbush.
stuff.
Yeah,
Doo-wop.
but he's an amazing artist, Caves, Mr. Caves. He goes by Mr. Caves
For the laws of
on Instagram. Louis, let me tell you something. This guy, what an amazing story he has. He's an amazing. He used to be a graffiti artist. Amazing artwork. I'm telling you. He built this exhibit based on the story of his family and life. So every set that you walk into, he'll walk like 15 people at a time in there, and one of the actors, it's immersive theater.
Yeah.
And as the character who's playing him as a kid walks he walks the crowd through these different sets.
Yeah.
And each set is like a stage of his life, like his grandmother. Then, he
Interesting.
meets
Where
his
is this
father.
at now?
It's in Brooklyn at Industry City. You got to check it out. It's called the Brooklyn Pop Exhibit. Anyway, me and Joey D'Onofrio, we're in one of the scenes where when when Mike was a kid, he was trying to get Public Enemy to come to Bay Ridge and perform in Bay Ridge at Ernie Barry's back in the days. I actually remember the flight too. I was like in high school. It was like 1990, 89, 90. Anyway, there was a scene where he, as a kid, goes to the social club where his father hung out. His father was an Irishman, but and Mike's mother was Italian, and his father hung out with Italians. So he's at the social club, and me and Joey played like two of the guys that were in the club. So the crowd's coming through, and I've never performed that. I never did.
You're in the exhibit.
I'm in. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool. I never did real like theater before. You know what I mean? And it was a lot of improv.
Yeah.
But like the two characters had their dialogue, so you don't want to cross talk and confuse everything with improv. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just want to let them do their thing. But Louis, I've never done theater. And the only reason why I have never done theater is because of the time. I have a job, you know what I mean? So, with theater, you got to
Let me tell you something, Al.
If
If there's any way,
rehearsals.
if there's any way, and I mean any way that you could possibly get on stage and do live theater, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, I
That
got a little
separates
taste
the
of
men
it.
from the boys.
Yeah.
I was in the original production of Tony and Tina's Wedding. I was in the first
Wow.
interactive show off Broadway, Tony and Tina's Wedding. But I'm getting ready to I'm going to do something in February.
Okay.
I belong to a group called the Actors Gym, Bobby Morisco's.
Oh,
Actors Gym.
yeah, I heard of it. Yeah,
And
of
we
course.
workshop new plays there. When we workshop screenplays and things that people working on. So we're having a couple of nights coming up. I'll let Johnny know, and everybody will know. Everybody come down and see some
I would
great
love to.
live theater. There's nothing like being on stage. Whether you be a singer
Yeah.
or when you were a musician, entertaining to a live audience, and the energy you get from the live people.
Yeah.
There's nothing like.
What is that? Is that the same club when I saw you at Len Carey?
That was we were doing a reading of a new play that was
the Actors
workshopped at
Club.
the Actors Gym.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was a play called. Actually, we're getting ready to do it. Supposedly, we're close to do it. It's called Zadlaga.
With him too?
It's about. I don't know if he's going to do it. I know I'm attached to
Because
it.
this is the last. I just recently, or they're going to film this week, but it's done already. The last episode of Blue Bloods.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Bloods is going away.
Shame.
Yeah, it's a
great
shame for
show.
New York actors because they gave a lot of New York actors a lot of work.
They were filming everywhere.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
Listen, I auditioned, I'm going to say I don't know if it was 2018 or 2019. I must have auditioned for Blue Bloods through the years. But this particular year, I'm telling you, Louis, John, 18 times.
And never
The
got-
19th time, I swear, 2-liners, 3-liners, I mean, all different kinds of roles. Cops, everything. I auditioned for everything. The last call I got, I turned it down. I says, you know what, man, if you can't make up your mind, I thought they were just wasting my time,
Yeah.
Yeah. But that show was on for what? Since 2010, what was that, 14 years?
Yeah, 11,
They did
12 years.
13
12
or
years.
14 seasons.
14 seasons.
Really? I thought it was
Yeah,
like
it's a
11
long
or
time,
12.
since 2010. Because I remember that was after I was on Boardwalk Empire. As soon as Boardwalk was getting started, Blue Bloods was getting started.
Yeah.
And I never got on that show, man.
Al was great on Boardwalk Empire.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember.
Great job.
You and
Great
Lou-
job. Al
5
on
episodes.
Boardwalk
Yeah,
Empire.
our friend Lou Veneria.
Yeah, Big Lou.
I love Lou.
Yeah.
I just saw Terry Winter the other night.
Oh, yeah?
I went to the screening
Tulsa
of
King?
Tulsa King.
How was
I
it?
got to talk to Terry. Matter of fact, the first 2 episodes I wasn't crazy about. Now, I just watched 3 and 4. Fantastic.
You know what?
Great show. But I wasn't happy with the first 2 that we went to
Yeah,
the
my
screening.
buddy Max Casella's on there.
How come Sylvester Stallone wasn't there?
He was there last year when I was there last year. He wasn't there this year.
I know.
Because he's Sylvester Stallone. That's
Yeah,
why.
but that's his baby.
Yeah,
you know?
I know. But it's doing good. I didn't get, you know what? I did you get called for it?
No,
I haven't got one call for it.
no.
That's
and
all right.
And
Listen.
I know the showrunners,
Yeah.
So I guess when they figure something's right for us, they'll give us a call, Oh, I got to ask you about this. You're talking about breaking balls. This breaks my balls all the time now. And this is really so bad lately. The availability calls that we're getting as actors now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, either they'd call you to book a job where you were booked and you had your date and you're getting ready to go to work, or they put you on hold for that day and you would get paid
Right.
for the holding day. Now, like crazy, every other day, are you available? They call you to see if you're available, and then you don't get the job.
Yeah.
It's like, of course I'm available. I'm an actor. This is what I do. Are you getting these availability calls like crazy? It's crazy.
Yeah.
They
well,
don't stop.
I had a few, but I'll tell you a story real quick. A couple of years ago, the show Power.
That's a great show.
Yeah, it is a great show. I wanted, and I did book it. And I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna put, this crazy.
No, you name
Sicilian-
names on this show.
Another telltale.
You break
I'm not
balls
gonna
on
put
this
this
show.
business.
But
You
you know
name
what?
names.
It's ironic how I booked it. Right, I got pinned for the days. Talking about availability, I booked the job. And
To work with my friend Joe Perino, by any chance?
No, I never. I know who he is, but I never
Yeah,
met
he's a
him.
good kid, great kid,
And what
great
happened
actor.
was, I said something to someone. Going back to what you were saying earlier.
Oh, don't tell me the
about,
woke shit now.
No. I said something to someone that I booked it.
Mm-hmm.
So now my shooting dates come and go. It's like 2 days before I'm supposed to shoot this thing. I was supposed to play the cousin of a lawyer on that show. And for some reason, they took me off and they gave it to somebody else.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the story off the air.
Later on, because
It happens. It happens all the time. That's
the
a bull
moral of
breaker.
the story. Yeah, moral of the story is, and I've learned. You learn a lot, John.
Yeah,
You really learn who your friends are.
of course.
And there's not many. Everybody's a good guy until they're not.
Yeah,
but-
until you're working and they're not.
Yeah.
And you see how good they are to
But
you.
the main thing is, not to tell anyone anything until you're in that fucking.
Yeah, my
on that
mother said it
fucking
all the
set.
time.
Excuse
Shut
my
your mouth.
language.
no, yeah.
Until you're on that set, dude.
give you the
I would
horns.
I
They
would
give you the
never,
horns.
because somebody threw a monkey wrench in, and it's happened to me a
No,
few
it
times.
happens a lot. That's what I hear. A lot of
happened to me a few
stories out there
times.
with that.
Yep.
You
Talk about
can't tell
breaking
nobody
balls.
nothing, and it's true.
Yep.
And it even says it in a lot of these motivational classes. They say, don't tell anybody what you're doing right now. Don't tell them your next move. Tell them when it happens.
Right, you
It's
tell them,
true.
it's like, hey,
I'll
I'm
never
on
do
Law
that
and Order
again.
tonight, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's when you tell people.
Yeah.
Just like
when
this
your episode is
Friday.
airing.
This Friday, Mafia Wars, even though Mafia Wars.
Where can people find you with this? And you got a website?
Well, I'm on Instagram, Real Al Linea on Instagram, and obviously IMDb, Al Linea, Linea.
Is there a website for the actual movie or no?
No. Saban Films is the distributor. They have an Instagram page.
All right.
But yeah, that's all I've done. I got Mafia Wars coming out. I did this play, and this Aaron Hernandez thing I didn't even see yet. I feel like I was backgrounding
Are
it.
you still doing the play or no?
Well, we have a couple of dates, man. So you guys should come
Yeah, I
check
want
it
to
out.
come. I definitely want to. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Joe in a while, too. It'd be
Yeah.
good to see Joe.
We're having a cast and crew party at the Brooklyn Firefly on
Okay.
Saturday. So I guess we'll go from there.
Okay.
It's fun, man. It's fun.
Yeah, it's nothing like a live audience. I'm telling you, Al, you got to do more of it because you're a good actor, man. You're a good guy. Do more
Thank
of it. I'm
you.
telling you.
I appreciate
Find a
it.
way.
So are you.
Find a way.
Well, fellas, thank you tonight. And Al, thanks a lot. I wish you all the best.
I love you guys,
Yeah,
man. Thank you.
definitely. Keep us
I
posted
appreciate
with
the love.
everything. We want you back, down the road. And Lou Martini,
Louis.
I'll see you in the next show.
Absolutely, Governor.
And listen, everybody out there, lose part of the show, but there's going to be times where he does get booked for acting gigs and appearances and stuff, and we won't be able to use him, and we'll miss him. But we got a lot of stuff in store in the future. Good night.